Weird Wednesday Showdown. Let's go.
5.
Gary?
Gary.
That's not good for me.
That is not good for you,
1,
friend.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Huh.
Blech.
You know?
Blech.
Yeah, that's not good at all.
Guess who's back? Gary's back. Hey, how's it going? My name's Josh, and welcome back to the Brigandry Games YouTube channel. We're back at it again with the Weird Wednesday Showdown. I've decided to name this, apparently. Naming things is weird. Anyway, once again, it is Popper Night, and me and Thomas are going to be doing a little fun face-off for you guys. I shout out to my grandmother. I will try to be more entertaining this time. We're going to have some fun. We are slowly working on improving quality and making things better, but what are you playing today, Thomas?
Right, so I'm playing it's not quite a red deck wins sort of deck, but it is red goblins, right? That being said, there's some non-goblin creatures that just sort of accelerate your game plan or add value to the game. But the crux of the deck, it really revolves around things like this. Foundry Street Denizen. You've also got War Marshal. This card is probably the best card in the deck. There's a lot of sacrifice effects. You can mess with the Echo quite a bit. It does a lot for you. It gives you a lot of play. On the back of that, you've got cards like Goblin Bushwhacker. For those of you who cast this card, you know how good it is when you kick it. Mm-hmm. Being able to attack with haste and getting a bonus to your attack power is just very, very strong. Goblin Sledder, Popper All-Star some time ago, but it allows for a lot of combat tricks, and it lets you be a lot more flexible in combat. So if you have massive creatures, suddenly their blocks get a lot worse, and so you're able to do things that they wouldn't normally be able to. That being said, we've also got a couple of creatures here that are not the goblins, as I described. So Burning Tree Emissary, it allows you to add or ramp up with, it adds red-green to your pool, which this is a red-based deck, but the green sometimes can be used to cast spells with generic costs, so it's still very, very strong. And then we have Voldarian Epicure, which it pings them for damage, but you also create a blood. Now the artifact count matters in this deck with the current configuration, so that blood token does more than just discard and draw a card. Sometimes it enables other cards to do their thing. I must say this. I did not have these, but this Reckless Lackey I actually got from Brigandry for this very event. So I want to shout out to them for that. This card is very, very strong. It's just a 1-mana 1/2 beater, but it can also add some flexibility later. And it's just very, very strong. With that, what do you got for us, Josh?
You didn't talk about your spice, though.
Well, okay. It's a fair point.
We here are having a good time. We are not necessarily playing 100% meta decks because we're fun individuals. And so Thomas particularly loves a very old piece of the Goblins meta. Go ahead.
Okay, so like Goblins years past, when it was a top tier popper deck, it played a card called Death Spark. Now I'm sure Josh is going to superimpose an image on the screen that makes it look a little bit easier, but this card is very strange. So most cards now have a beginning of upkeep trigger. This is an end of upkeep trigger. What's more is this card also cares about graveyard order. So if you see me being very careful how I place my cards in my graveyard, it's looking for a creature on top. Because this card cares about it, I cannot alter the where my graveyard is oriented or arranged. It must remain as it is shown, right? It has to stay in a certain order. So that being said, it allows you to get value doing 1 damage at a time, but if you can control the top of your graveyard or the card on top of this one, you can get a lot of value out of it over several turns, doing damage after damage after damage, or killing small creatures. But it is a good spice.
So, viewers at home, make sure that you comment judge in the chat and let Thomas know every time he illegally touches his graveyard.
At every timestamp, please.
Speaking of illegal, I have a fun little brew in which I am attempting to scam Thomas with mono black mid-range. So, Popper enthusiasts of the past few years will probably recognize our good friend Gary in Chittering Rats. Gary being the once upon a time king of the format, using your oubliettes and such to build up devotion and control the board. Times have changed, however, and there are just more efficient things that you can be doing in the game. So while I am still playing 2 copies of Gary, I am also playing with a artifact package, such as Nihil Spellbomb, Mephitic Dropped, Tithing Blade, Vault of Whisper, and Grimbauble. Removal and interaction spells that build devotion, and the payoff for these is actually MH3 copper staple refurbished familiar to either make him discard, that's the word I'm looking for, or have me draw a ton of cards.
Yeah.
And what makes this a scam build is, in addition, I am playing Not Dead After All and Undying Evils in order to scam my familiars every time I go for a trade. Because we're playing this, we also get to play a series of other value creatures. So there is, of course, Chittering Rat to make him put cards on top of his library. Phyrexian Rager, another former staple, to draw cards, and then the big spice of Mesmeric Fiend and Accursed Marauder in order to hate on his hand some more and force him to sack creatures. I am inspired. This list was inspired by something I saw online. However, one of the big things I'm doing is I'm not playing all of the artifact sack to draw card spells as an intentional call. Deadly Dispute was banned about a month ago, and that card was brokenly good.
It deserved it.
If it was still around, I would still be playing. I would play that. Instead, for my card draw, I am actually going back to Sign in Blood, full playset, simply because I think the idea of wanting to progress your game state, you don't really want to be like, I'm using my artifacts to build up devotion. I don't want to be sacking them off if I don't have to. And also, like, 2-mana burn spell
occasionally kills an opponent.
Yeah. So that's my game plan.
Yep.
We're gonna shoot right into some games for you after we get set up and have a good time. If you need anything, look us up. Brigandry Games, TCG Pro. We got your goblins for you. Welcome back. We're doing round 1. I won the dice roll, and I am keeping my 7. You keeping your 7, Thomas?
I'm keeping mine, yep.
All right. And then it is time to fight. I am going to go ahead. I'll play a swamp, and I'll pass.
All right, drop a turn. I'm going to play this Great Furnace. I'm going to cast a Foundry Street Denizen.
Yike.
I'm going to pass the turn.
Big yike. In turn.
Big yike.
Tap. Go to my turn.
Yeah.
Untap. That's a joke. I will
Kill it immediately.
play a Vault of Whispers, and yeah, let's go ahead.
-2, -2.
Yep. Grimbauble. Target creature gets -2, -2. I can also pay 2 and a black. Tap. Sack. Surveil 2. Go ahead, Thomas.
All right. I'm going to play another Great Furnace.
Deck over here so it's not in the way.
There you go.
Oh, that was something I wanted to mention amongst the many things in the deck tech is in the next set to release, Final Fantasy, there is a particular black common artifact that I'm going to be using in a spicier, another spicy mono black brew.
What's it called?
Black Mage's Wand.
Oh, okay.
Or
Yeah.
Rod or whatever.
Sound get too excited over there. In the meantime, I'm going to cast a Reckless Lackey. I'm also going to cast a Goblin Arsonist.
Yes.
I'm going to go to combat.
Yes.
Attack for 1 because it has haste.
Yes. I will take it. I am at 19.
19. And I'll pass after that.
Next round, I need to go, or between rounds, I need to go get my.
Oh, you're.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm professional. All right. So I am getting beat on. I don't like getting beat on.
Proceeds to kill everything.
I am gonna target myself with a Sign in Blood.
You can target me.
I know.
Oh.
I choose myself.
Darn.
So I'm gonna draw 2 and lose 2. So down to 17.
Hey, I'm winning.
He is currently winning.
That's not true.
Go ahead.
Okay. Losing the yard. Drop a turn. You play a mountain for turn. We're gonna go to combat.
Yes.
Attack for 2.
Take 2.
Budget 15.
I'm at 15.
We're actually just gonna pass the turn.
He has 3 lightning bolts in hand.
I would feel much more comfortable if that were true. I only have 4 lightning bolts in hand.
So let's actually figure this out. I'm going to play a Mesmeric Fiend.
Which says, when it enters, you look at my hand, you can exile a card. Whenever the fiend dies, I get the card back.
Yes, they are separate text boxes. So if you kill it now, you will not get the card back.
The shown cards are Monk Fanatic, Mog War Marshal, and 2 mountains.
I do believe that you said that this was the best card in the deck.
It is the best card in the deck.
Reference to the deck tech if you skipped it.
Yeah.
All right. Then let's go ahead play a swamp. And I'm gonna pass.
For those curious why I'm not putting things back in my hand, this is revealed and known information, but if I keep them revealed, I also know which one I'm playing, so that way there's no advantage to my opponent if I lose track of what's in my hand. So, draw for turn. Okay.
I wouldn't advise it at a competitive event, but the stakes have never been, pride's on the line.
Yeah,
Millions
pride.
of people could potentially be watching this. Millions.
At some point, yeah. Let's go to combat again.
Go ahead, brother.
We're gonna attack with both of these guys.
Both of those guys. I will take another tip.
Okay, took 2.
Yep.
Budget 13.
Yep.
Second main phase, I'm gonna play a land for turn.
You got it.
I'm gonna cast Golden Epicure. When it enters, it'll ding you for 1.
Yes.
And I'll create a blood token.
I'm at 12.
Yes. Get a blood.
Blood.
Gallons of
Copyrighted song.
With that, I think I should pass the turn.
Alright. Can I draw something good? That's pretty good.
That's not good for me.
Alright. For 1 mana, I am going to cast a Refurbished Familiar.
You do have 3 other artifacts.
Indeed, I have 2 Vaults of Whispers and a Grim Bauble.
When it enters, I discard a card.
Yes.
I'll discard this mountain.
Okay. Next up, I'm going to pay 2, and I'll play a Mephitic Drop.
When you draw one, lose one.
Yes.
Okay, you're at 11.
Whenever it enters a read. And then... But swamp. Pass.
Two lands up. How many cards in hand?
4.
That's a lot. That's a lot of cards.
Yes.
We're actually going to go ahead and activate this blood token.
Okay.
We're going to discard a mountain.
Okay.
Draw a card.
Farewell, mountain.
Let's go to combat.
You don't want to play the mob fanatic and ping down one of my 1 toughness creatures?
I kind of like having 3 mana for the lackey ability,
Sure.
but we'll see what happens.
Sure.
Going to combat?
Yeah.
Swing for 3.
Okay. I am gonna block and block.
Okay. Move to damage.
Before damage.
Okay.
Tricky. I know you. You have that stupid.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm going for it. I am going to not dead on my fiend.
Okay. So move to damage.
Yes.
Okay. These will trade.
Yes.
So this death trigger will go on the stack before it will return to play. So I'm going to target you with the damage.
Yep.
And you'll take 1 from here. So you'll take 2 total, get on to 9.
Yes. And then this will happen.
Yep. This returns to my hand.
Yep. And then I get to look again.
Yep.
This gets a wicked roll.
The new revealed card is Bavarian Epicure.
Okay. I'll take the epic here.
Okay.
I think that's currently the... I can deal with the other things. I'm not worried about him pinging this off anymore. And I'm getting to a spot to where I can hold off his creatures for a while.
I'm going to go ahead and cast
Whether he knows it or not.
Mog War Marshal interest triggers.
Yes.
I'll get a Goblin token.
Yes.
And I'll also go ahead and cast the Fanatic.
Sounds good.
I'll go ahead and pass the turn.
You got it. Untap. Draw for turn. So we are. What's our left total at? We're at
I'm at 20, you're at 9.
20 to 9, you say. I'm going to play this Witch's Cottage. I have 3 swamps, so it enters untapped.
Yep.
I'm going to put Refurbished Familiar back on top of my library.
Right.
Then let us go ahead and play Rager, Phyrexian Rager.
When it enters, you lose black, draw a card.
Yes. I will replay Familiar.
Yep, you get to draw a card this time because I have no cards in hand.
Value. Let's hit him with the Tithing Blade. Each opponent sacrifices a creature.
I'll sacrifice this Mog War Marshal. When it dies, I get a Goblin token.
Yep. And still not in a completely comfortable position. I'm passing turn.
Okay.
Don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years.
Attacks are looking worse.
Okay. I got a little ahead of myself. Forgot to stab my mana.
Yeah. Don't forget that.
Judge.
Man. I'm going to cast a Mob Fanatic.
Yep.
And I'm going to go ahead and pass the turn.
Passing turn.
Passing the
Rookie mistake.
Maybe.
Combat.
Yep. 2 in the air. Alright.
Is it?
Yeah, it's 2 in the air.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. 5.
Gary?
Gary.
That's not good for me.
That is not good for you,
1,
friend.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Huh.
Blech.
You know?
Blech.
Yeah, that's not good at all.
Guess who's back? Gary's back.
I'm gonna respond to the cast.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and kill it now.
You're gonna target this?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm sacrificing Mon Fanatic, targeting him. Familiar for his not letting for all to gain full effect or assumed effect. Okay, so I'll take 7, you'll gain 7.
Yes.
Okay. I'm at 11, and you're at 15.
I am.
That's bad for me.
Go ahead.
Yep, just go to my turn. We'll draw. Okay. I'm gonna pass the turn.
Cool. I'm going to pay 5 more.
Okay.
I am going to craft this with creature.
Right.
So pay 5, exile this artifact, exile a creature you control from your graveyard.
Okay.
Exile the familiar. Return this card transformed under its owner's control.
Right.
Only as a sorcery.
Right.
It becomes consuming speculate.
Sepulcher?
Yeah, that word.
Consuming sepulcher.
I'm
Okay.
a professional word.
It upkeep triggers drains me.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a professional nerd, not a professional pronuncier.
Okay. For future reference, does the devotion count remain the same?
I believe so.
Okay.
That is a good question. Leave in the comments down below what you think, and whatever you say is probably wrong. Okay.
It cuts both ways, so it's fair.
Land, and I'm at 15 now.
You're at 15, yeah.
Let's go ahead, target myself, draw some cards.
You're at 13.
Go ahead, friend.
Yeah. In your insta, I'm actually going to sacrifice the lackey to draw a card and create a treasure. So we'll draw for that, and then we'll go to my turn.
Losing board state.
Yeah, untap, upkeep, draw. It is a losing board state, but it just, it's not going to get much better, I don't think. We're going to cast a Denizen.
Okay.
Foundry Denizen, and then we're just going to go and run out another Reckless Lackey. Does not have haste. This one does. Still not going to attack with it.
But it's still a 2/2 now.
Is it 2/1? Yeah.
2/1. My
2/1.
bad.
We're going to pass into your upkeep where you drain me for 1.
Indeed.
Okay, I'm at 10, you're at 14.
10 to 14. Cool sound effects. What if I played another familiar?
It was sort of expected. You get to draw a card.
What if
But asking these what if questions makes you very uncomfortable.
I played a Rager?
Yeah, you get to do that too.
Through a Rager, I lose a life?
But now you're at 13.
Yep. What if I played another Mephitic Drought?
Yeah, you get to do that.
Yep.
You're at 12.
Yep.
Now pay 12 life as part of the casting cost so I can win this game.
I don't have anything in my deck that allows me to do that, unfortunately. I wish I could help you out, friend. Instead, I'm just going to have to pass with all these dudes,
Okay.
all this value. Oh my god.
In your instep, I'm going to sacrifice this lackey to draw and make a treasure token. Drawing. Okay. Go to my turn, untap, upkeep, draw.
I want people to appreciate that I'm using the Apocalypse Phyrexian Rager.
It's important. A man of style and taste.
When I was modifying my my original mono black deck, I was so sad. I had like Arabian Nights, oubliettes in there, ripped in piece my wallet. The thing was $40-$60 when I bought it originally. Now it's like $15.
That sounds about right. This is a 2, not a 1. I'm going to cast this Voldaren Epicure.
Ow. I take 1.
Yeah, you take 8 damage, you're at 11.
Yes.
I get a blood token.
Yes.
I'm actually just going to go ahead and cast this Goblin Tomb Raider. And though it has haste and +1/+0, I'm not sure that I want to attack with it.
Are you scared or something?
A little bit. Gary blocks awfully well. I'm gonna pass the turn.
Yeah, but he's the only thing on the board that blocks, right?
Technically true. Upkeep trigger.
Yes. Drain?
Yep, I'm at 9, you're at 12.
Alright. For the sake of style points, I'm gonna play another Tithing Blade.
I sacrifice a creature.
Yes.
This goblin token's not doing just a whole lot.
Alright. And then, good night, mon ami.
Hey.
That is Gary number 2.
So I'm not sure it would have mattered. I don't think that the extra devotion counts because I'm at 9 and there's in excess of 9 devotions showing. So, yeah, damage or the trigger on the stack. Yeah, I'm dead. Let's go to game 2.
All right. Well, this is working out beautifully. We'll see you in game 2.
Oh, come on. We got it. Magic. We got it. Starter decks. We got it. Dice. We got it. Game tray. We got it. Fancy dice. We got it. Models. We got it. Star Wars. We got it. RPGs. We got it. Great books. We got it. 40K. We got it. Board game. We got it. Great deals. We got it. Great events. We got it. Great staff. Friendly faces. We got it. Brigandry Games. We got it.
All right. Welcome back. We're getting ready for game 2.
Game 2.
And after a thorough thrashing in game 1, I made some sideboard decisions that I'm hoping will further seal the deal for me. So, we are taking out Chittering Rats, the one of Undying Evil, and the Mesmeric Fiends. This isn't, out of all the decks in Pauper, Mono Red is, at least this variation, is some of the less grindy, and so I don't really need to fight the hand as much as you might in other matchups. What I do need to make sure that I have is all the kill spells in game. So,
Yeah.
Bringing in Cast Down to kill things, 3 copies of Echoing Decay to kill multiple of the same things, and then a little something called Pestilence.
Card is really good against creature decks.
Okay.
All right. For the goblin side, things are now. Nobody get
Heck on. Okay.
To destroy an artifact and get back. Considering we're playing against an artifact black deck, it seems like it could be useful. It could remove some very irritating problems, namely the draining artifact, or it could just interact favorably in other instances. Apart from that, we also have this card called Sparksmith, and it's a 2-mana 1/1. It's going to die a lot, but if we ever can stabilize a board state, this card can clear the way or can eat away at my opponent's advantage, especially since he's only removing 1 creature at a time for the most part. Pestilence makes that different, but this will allow me to actually get through. Gary has 4 toughness, so that's hard to beat into. So with that, that's my ins. My outs. 2 Goblin Sledder. This card is extremely strong, but it does the wrong thing in this matchup. I'm sacrificing creatures, and I'll rarely have a good opportune time to use it well. Goblin Arsonist does a lot against small creature decks. This is a small creature deck, but it also has a lot of over-the-top power. This card is going to be bad most of the time. If it ever won me the game, I still have 2 in the deck that could, when he's down to 1 life, I can kill him with it. And then we're taking out 1 Goblin Grenade as well. This card's very powerful, but my Goblin count is actually going down with the outs. And again, sacrificing creatures is not the ideal situation here, so we're just going to pull 1 of them out. All right, let's go for game 3.
And we're back. We are starting off game 2 here, and Thomas has chosen to be on the play.
Yep. We're going to go with Mountain. I'm going to cast a Foundry Strategism. Pass the turn.
Alright. So, being on the draw is significantly scarier. I'm going to say Swamp Go.
Okay. Untap, upkeep, draw.
Even with all the removal in the world, there is a chance that he could just outpace me.
I'm gonna
with the right draw.
mountain for turn. Gonna cast Mog War Marshal.
Marg Warden Marshal. Yes.
It enters, triggers the denizen. It's gonna have a trigger on entry as well. I'm gonna get a goblin token, which is gonna trigger it because the token is red. Go to combat.
Yes.
Attack for 3.
17.
Okay. Pass the turn.
Always late to the party.
Yeah, but that's the alternate arcane.
So, let's get a tithing blade and force you to sack your war marshal.
I just sacrificed a creature, right?
It is a creature. Would you like to sack something else? Or this war marshal that you're not going to pay the echo cost for?
I'm gonna sacrifice my goblin token.
Really?
Yep.
Interesting. Interesting.
Go to my turn.
Yeah.
Okay. Echo, can you trigger? I'll pay for the echo.
Interesting.
Draw for turn. I'm gonna play a land. I'm also gonna cast a Mob Fanatic.
Okay.
Enters trigger the denizen. Go to combat.
Yes.
Attack for 3.
Take 3. Put me at 14?
14.
14.
And I'll pass the turn.
Ooh, boy.
I need to read this card.
Go ahead.
So exiling is part of the cost to activate. That's very, very important. Okay.
I don't like getting domed for 3 over and over again.
What? Why not?
It's a good way to end up in a losing position. I'm gonna target your
Okay.
Foundry Street Denizen
He did.
with a Grim Bauble.
He did.
Must pronunciate card names so that when I go to edit this, I know what I'm doing. Then I'm going to play a Mephitic Drop because if anyone's going to hurt me, it's going to be myself. Go.
Alright. Untap upkeep. Draw. Great Furnace.
One in the Swiss, 2-0 in the top 8, so 2
Go to combat.
Yes.
Attack for 2.
Take 2.
Okay. Got you at 11.
11.
And then take my phase. I'm going to cast this Goblin Arsonist.
Goblin.
Pass
Open a dream. I will play a Rager. I will lose life, draw a card.
Got you at 10.
And I will play the Sad Witch's Cottage.
Nothing to target.
Nothing to target.
Yeah. Alright.
Go.
Okay. Untap upkeep. Draw. Interesting. Very interesting. A land for turn. Don't show them how bad I'm going to lose the game. Let's go to combat here.
Yes.
Attack with the crew.
Alright, so choices here. I can block here and take 1 anyway. I can block here and take 1 anyway.
We can block here. I still get a creature back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Out of all of these choices, you also have the option if I block the Arsonist where you can force a trade.
Yeah.
I think this is the best choice for me.
Yep.
Show me your Death Spark.
Unfortunately, is not being cast. Move the damage.
Yes.
Okay, move the damage. This will just die.
Okay.
On death, I will get a 1/1 Goblin token.
Yes.
But you'll take 2 from the unblocked creatures.
Yes.
I've got you at 8.
You know, I made a joke in my head about how you're gonna ninjutsu in your red ninjas, but then I remembered, oh yeah, there's a red ninja now.
So we're about to experience a very fun way to win the game, assuming Josh does not have a life gain effect. I'm going to sacrifice this to do 1 damage to you.
Okay.
Got you down to 7.
Yes.
I'm going to cast Goblin Grenade, sacrificing Goblin Arsonist, targeting you with both effects.
Okay, so that's another 6.
Yep, you're down to 1.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to cast Shattering Pulse, targeting a Mephitic Drop.
Ooh.
So it's going to destroy that when it is
But I draw a
destroyed.
card.
You do get to draw a card, but you will also lose 1 life as part of the resolution of the
But I draw a
trigger.
card.
You do, but you're at 1.
But I draw a card.
So now you're at 0.
Well played.
Force the game 3. All right.
Too slow. Too slow. Do you have any sideboard decisions, or do you want to just shuffle up and go into the game 3?
Play draw. I don't think I changed anything I just did.
I'm too dumb to sideboard.
Shattering Pulse for the win, buddy.
That was a good sequence of events. I don't think it would have mattered because I didn't draw the land I needed, but I did have the Gary in hand.
Right.
So it was really good timing on your part.
If it wasn't on camera, no one will believe it.
Hey, at least this is probably a first in Hopper YouTube history where someone got killed with their own mephitic draw off of what's the name of that?
Shattering Pulse.
Off a Shattering Pulse. Only here on the Brigandry Games YouTube channel can you see such deep, complex play.
I'm sorry, that just tickled me pretty good. That was a good one. Alright, good luck, Josh.
Good luck, have fun.
That's the Judge.
Not that much fun.
I didn't see any cards.
When I have the battle, let's be filtered out.
I will be on the play this time.
I had a feeling you might be.
I think I have to throw this back. I can't be greedy, but it is really tempting. Whisper, Rat, Not Dead, Rager, Not Dead, Familiar, Blade.
Yeah.
Tempting.
Very tempting.
Up. Good call.
Never look at the top card, folks. Never look at the top card.
Always look at the top card, especially in a rigid tournament structure.
I'm gonna keep my 7.
Okay.
Just for the sake of full disclosure. Josh shouldn't look at that. Alright.
I saw red cards. Oh no. It's a habit. You show something to my phone, I need to see it. What if it's inappropriate?
I would blame myself and myself alone.
It's fine, I'll just pixelate it in the editing.
That certainly sounds like an option. My boy here is down to 6.
This is better. What do I get rid of? Ready?
Ready when you are.
Start us off with the Pajuka Box.
Targeting who?
Me.
Target you? Okay. No cards or contacts. Draw for turn. Okay. That's pretty good. We'll start like we did last time with the Founder's Denizen. I'll pass turn.
I will untap and draw.
Yep.
I will come down with the Swamp.
Yep.
Tithing Blade.
Not long for this world.
Tithing Blade.
Very good.
Go ahead.
We'll land for turn. I'm gonna cast a Ladarian Epicure.
Yes, I take one at 19.
Yep. I get a blood token. I'm also gonna cast this Goblin Tomb Raider, which as a result of the blood token has haste and +1/+0.
Yes.
I'm gonna attack for 2.
Alright, so I'm at 17.
17. Pass turn.
Alright. I'll play Barrenmore as my land for turn. Do I need to do Bushwhacker math here?
I mean, it's never a bad thing to do. I bet to cast one this entire match.
Yeah, it's about due. So if you have, let's say, another Tomb Raider,
Right.
plus a Bushwhacker, that would be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 damage. Is my math correct?
So 2, 2, 6. I think it's 8.
8.
Well, sorry, I'm not doing the math right. Yeah, so 2, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, it's 10.
Okay, and I'm currently at
17.
17.
I have very healthy lap total.
So this is a relatively safe sign-in blood for myself. So I lose 2.
15.
Pass.
Okay.
Because you can't spend now.
Land per turn. Interesting.
Always do your... They really need to teach better bushwhacker math in schools these days. Too many kids out here dying to goblin bushwhackers just because they can't do bushwhacker
The
math.
goblin didn't do anything wrong. Just very powerful things. We're just gonna start with the Goblin Tomb Raider. I mean, it was a good count there. But we're just gonna go to combat with this.
Okay.
I'm gonna attack for 5.
Take 5.
Got you down to 10.
Down to 10.
Second main phase. We're actually just gonna run out what I've got here. We're gonna cast a Burning Tree Emissary.
Burning Tree.
When it enters, I get a red and a green. I'm going to cast another Epicure
Okay.
with the red mana. Enters triggers, I get a second blood token.
And I
take
go
1 point of damage.
9.
You're at 9. With the green mana floating, I'm actually going to use a blood token.
Okay.
I'm going to discard this Monk Fanatic and draw. And I'll pass.
Very little that you can do with the green mana.
Yeah.
Um,
Some generic costs, but not very many.
yeah. So that was definitely... you're either hoping to have more copies of Burning Tree or to have a mana sink as such.
Yeah, unfortunately, Goblin Bushwhacker cannot be cast with red and generic. It's red. So,
Okay. 1 card in hand. 1 card in hand versus all my cards in hand.
your Mesmeric Queen has an excellent and single choice. A mountain.
Oh no, that's at the bottom of the deck.
Oh, that makes sense.
Let's see. I already played land for turn. I am in Bushwhacker range now.
For sure.
Please do not have it, sir. I'm going to play a Phyrexian Rager.
Got you at 8.
I draw. I pass.
Untap, keep draw. Let's go to combat.
Indeed.
No Bushwhacker, unfortunately. We're attacking with the crew.
I will attempt to trade with the Goblin.
Okay. Move the damage.
Yes.
Move the damage. I'll take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yes.
I'll put you at 2,
Yes.
and then these will trade.
Do you have a burn spell, sir?
Unfortunately, I do not. However, I will cast a Sparksmith.
Okay.
And with that, I'll actually end the turn.
Cool. I messed up and forgot to do something.
Uh-oh.
Whoa, indeed. It would have been free value.
Gary. Yep, I had a feeling. Casey will drain me for 3.
3?
Okay. I'm at 17.
Yes. That's all I got.
And you are at 5.
Yes.
Relevant text on Sparksmith is not creatures I control, it is goblins on the battlefield. Currently I only have 2. Go to my turn, untap, upkeep, draw. I'm going to cast a Mog War Marshal.
Mm-hmm.
When it enters, I get a goblin token.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, thank you. Currently I have 4 goblins. I'm going to activate Sparksmith, targeting the Gary.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll take 4 damage as well. I'm down to 13. Let's go to combat. Swing.
Yeah.
So
That.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yep. And you were worried.
I was very concerned, but turns out that Goblin Arsonist trigger for the damage ended up winning last game. So
Yeah. So I had an Undying Evil in hand. I forgot to cast it. That would have gotten me a card further.
yeah.
not super relevant. But would have at least given me a blocker for a 2/2, so I'd be at 1 right now.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, well.
Saved you. The blood token activation, though, because a Sparksmith is less free, the attacks become a little more complicated. Your blocks become more complicated. So that second card drawn for the turn would not have won on that turn, but it would have gone pretty far. So
Yeah. I don't know. I made mistakes probably. I probably should have Echoing Decayed.
That card is very strong.
Yeah, that would have dealt with your goblins, but instead I wanted to draw a card.
Well, if these things happen, you didn't think the clock was on that quick.
Oh, I did. Remember, I did Bushwhacker math.
You did. You did do Bushwhacker.
Yeah. But yeah, this deck was sweet. I really hope that some actually talented pilot will find it and try it out for themselves.
Josh, you just made one small decision that didn't pan out.
My life is ruined.
Well, the stakes have never been lower, as you said.
But what do you mean? There are millions. All right, guys. Peace. We love you. Until next time.
Hey guys, before we go, I just want to say thank you for watching the video. If you watched through this whole thing and heard us just ramble on for nearly an hour about Magic cards, that's awesome. You rock. If you're a regular customer of Brigandry Games, thank you so much for your support throughout the years. We appreciate you so much. We here at Brigandry Games work so hard to make this place the best local game store that you can imagine. If you are not a regular patron of ours, feel free to come visit us at Brigandry Games in Greenville, Texas, or you can shop online for Magic products on our TCG Pro site. Until next time, rock on.